trillion by 2050, and that Nigeria should make the best of it. It just takes my mind to what, of course, transpired. We're told that the Western, developed countries are having more of a large, aging population, of course, which is to our advantage. You talked about that demographic, advantage. How can we leverage that, given that we are also projecting, the African Free Continental Area, digital transformation and all that? What more can we do to leverage this, window that has been opened onto Africa and especially Nigeria?
What happened to India can happen to Nigeria. India is probably the largest in population today, but despite that, they were focused on education, on qualitative education. We have had a situation in the 80s. Some of us were taught by Indians, in Nigeria here. So what we need to do basically is to really invest in education and up-to-date education, and to make provide skills, especially digital skills, to the young ones. Ni has said it. We have a lot of them, and even the Vice President said it. This is Nigeria with 230, 240 million probably, but with a density of 220 million, number of active lines in Nigeria, and with about 163 million Nigerians, being active on the internet and all that. Now, this is a Nigeria that can easily key in to the global economy. What we need to do is to invest on skills, and skills for these young ones, and serious skills. Then the gaps that we're likely going to see will be filled by Nigerians. Even as we speak today, the quantum of money that comes into Nigeria, in terms of diaspora remittances, is huge. That probably is what will sustain Nigeria by 2030, 2040, 2050. So basically, investment in those skills and in knowledge and economy is what will drive that. And I believe, like you said correctly, there is a gap, and that gap is growing. And instead of us to be reducing, we're growing in population. The growth can be a blessing if we invest wisely in developing the skills of the young ones.
All right, Prof, let me stay with you before we give you a breather. I'm wondering what role emerging technologies will play in all of this. Talking about AI, blockchain, what role will they play in 2025 in the economy that will evolve? And if you look only recently, China already threw the challenge with DeepSeek rivaling ChatGPT, doing the same thing with less cost. It's cheaper, and it's going to take less data.
I believe AI has come to stay, and I also am happy to say that I believe Nigeria is up to the task. Nigerians have proven themselves everywhere, in terms of technology. Ni also again mentioned it, and mentioned some of the unicorns that are coming up, from Nigeria. I think, this is the future, so there is no alternative. Yes, we have missed the train in terms of industrial revolution at certain stages, but we can key into this while we are trying to make up in the others. And I believe Nigeria has what it takes in terms of population, in terms of skills, in terms of the ability of Nigerians, which globally has been acclaimed and accepted. I think this is where to go. AI has come to stay. The 4.0 revolution is taking effect, and Nigeria has keyed in. And I believe more Nigerians should be encouraged to key into this so that we catch up with the global economy, while, of course, working on the basics, trying to make the productive economy also work. Because for us, we cannot afford to just limit ourselves to the surface. But I believe we are in a situation, we have the space, we have the capacity, and I think with a little encouragement and with dedication and focus, especially from our various IT-related infrastructure and agencies, to promote this, I think we can get there, inshallah.